This is really nice. I'm glad the weather cleared up. It's been cold and rainy most of the week. Like, I know we checked the weather when we were planning the picnic earlier this week, but you can never be too careful. But it's also just convenient that it lined up with the day we both have off from work. Oh, you did? See? This is why I love you. No, silly. Well, not just because you brought an umbrella just in case. You're thoughtful and sweet and always trying to make sure things go well, even when they don't go according to plan. I'm sure the cake you made is sweeter than I am. I mean, I guess we'll find out soon, but your family's cakes are just too good, and that's simply unfair to the rest of us. It's your grandma's recipe, right? So when do I get to have the recipe? Ooh, see, that's unfair. You better believe I'm gonna ask her about it the next time we see her. I get wanting to keep it a family thing, but you and I have been dating long enough, right? Besides, a couple of your little cousins were calling me Big Sis Brooke when we did New Year's with your family this past year. Yeah, they were adorable. I usually get sort of overwhelmed around little kids, but they were super cute and endearing. But that's not the point. Never mind. I'll text her myself later. This is our spot. As lovely as always. Of course, babe. Did you put it at the top of the basket? Perfect. I know I said it earlier, but this is really nice. My family used to go out on picnics pretty frequently when I was little, and I would always forget how soft this blanket is. It's a little chilly when the wind's blowing, but I guess it is autumn, so that's fair. Hey. Lay down with me. We can keep each other warm. It's not my fault that I'm usually cold and I think you're hot. But yes, you are also very warm. It's one of the many things I love about you, baby. Well, for one, you're warm, and I'm too cozy like this with you to think of anything more. No thoughts. Only comfy. I'm kidding. You know, there's too many things to say, and if I were to sit here naming them all, our food would go bad, and your cooking is far too good to let it go to waste. I mean, I guess that's true, but I'm more excited about the stuff you made. Speaking of, I think I forgot to ask. I know you were having trouble deciding which sandwiches to make, but what did you end up going up with? Ooh. Oh, that sounds really good, yeah. You know more than anyone else that I'd love to keep laying with you like this, but I'm actually pretty hungry. I skipped breakfast for this, and it's about time I normally have lunch anyway, so... Good. Because we brought a lot of food. Alright. Here's a plate and a fork for you, and one for me. One of the sandwiches you made. I made a pasta salad with a mix of all the different pasta shapes we had because I thought it'd be fun. Want some? My dad would make pasta salad pretty often when I was little. You've seen my sister at Thanksgiving. If you think she's a picky eater now, just know that she was so much worse growing up. But His pasta salad was one thing that she always ate without complaining. You want some of the potato salad I made? Okay, here you go. So what? I like salads that aren't salads. Huh. What's this thermos? You didn't say anything about bringing a drink or soup or... Okay, it's definitely warm. Warm apple cider. Good choice. Oh, it really is good. This might be the... I don't even know if I've told you how much I like apple cider, but... Our first date. How long ago was that even? You remembered? Well, I'm touched, thank you. But why did it even come up? It seems pretty random. She'd gone apple picking? My sister usually hates apple picking. No, this is starting to come back to me. I think her then boyfriend wanted to go and they went together, but either way, I told you that you're sweet. I wasn't wrong, was I? Of course I do. Anyways, my dad would usually make the pasta salad with penne, but he'd change it up sometimes, and, well, you can probably see where this is going. I think it was April Fool's Day that year, and my dad didn't like to do any real pranks, but he'd do whatever he would normally have done, just a little bit sillier in a completely harmless way. So, he made this pasta salad with 3 or 4 different types of pasta, and just the look of pure confusion on my sister's face when she saw it. She just stared at it speechless for probably a full minute before just letting out this cute, Dad? What is this? I don't know. The memory just popped into my head as I was thinking about what to make, so I figured, why not, you know? This sandwich is really good too. It's really simple, but it goes well with what I brought. Even if the only coordination we did on the food was you telling me not to make sandwiches, since that's what you were making. How does that make sense? That's true. Besides, they're simply good sandwiches regardless. I'm almost surprised given how hungry I was, but I'm stuffed. I just want to lay back and sit here all nice and comfy. How about you? Yeah, you like them? My pasta salad's pretty simple, but I think the potato salad recipe is my mom's. I'll show you the recipe when we get back home. But for now, come here. I was getting that out of the way for you. I was gonna get it eventually. Okay, fine. But to make it up to me, you have to lay down here and let me snuggle you. Oh, you were? Well, that works out, doesn't it? Thanks for suggesting this. A nice, cozy afternoon in a beautiful park, looking up at the trees as the leaves had started to change colors, and watching the clouds with you. It's not a complicated date or anything, but I think that's what makes it so nice, you know? It's a good point. We're usually busy, or at least thinking of the times that we will be, so it's a good change of pace. It's been a while since we've done anything like this. Silly Leaf. Just because you didn't want to stay on the tree anymore doesn't mean that you can be on me. But also, we seem to come to this park quite a bit, don't we? There's the times we'll just go for a walk through it, but we were here for the city's Valentine's Day event last year, and the roses were everywhere. I left here with so many flowers, but I'm also remembering how they had the flower artworks arranged so that it just looked like a giant field from the ground. But there were these towers that we could climb to see how they made these beautiful patterns from the air. I still use one of the pictures I took from up there as the background on my phone. Yeah, I do. It makes me happy. And there was that time that we came for the outdoor theater performance, though I'm blanking on the name of the play. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I do remember that one of the characters had a bucket of water dumped on his head, and everyone thought it was funny, so you acted like you were going to dump our water bottle on me too. The couple next to us were ready to get you back if you'd taken the lid off too. Yeah, it would have been funny in hindsight though. This might be my favorite of our proper dates here though. I'm glad you're having fun too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like getting all dressed up and doing something fancy for a date too, but this is very nice. I could probably fall asleep like this, honestly. It'd be nice, but I think I'd rather be awake for this. It'd be a shame to miss such a lovely opportunity to experience this, though I will certainly take some cuddles. But you're more than okay with that, aren't you, sweetheart?